Okay, anyway, so then it was Friday morning and I was starting to run out of clothes because I only gave myself the 15 kilos bag to get there. And then my bag itself, because I got a suitcase for this trip. So thankful that I did that, but it was expensive, but so worth it because I'll use it like forever and always now. But the suitcase itself is only like 4 kilos, so I only had like 10 kilos of clothes, which sounds like a lot. But I was also bringing a hairdryer and like another pair of shoes. Like, there were things that were taking up weight that I probably didn't need to bring, but it was ideal to bring. So like the hairdryer, I was worried that the hotel, because of my fringe, I need to wash it like and dry it daily. Otherwise, it doesn't like sit in the way that I want it to sit or look super oily. So I didn't want to risk not bringing it and then having terrible hair the entire time I was in Melbourne, which I know is such a thing, but it was important to me, and that's okay. So decided to bring it along. Anyways, regardless of the point, I had to do laundry, and I was procrastinating doing the laundry so much, even though there was like a laundromat. There was supposed to be a laundromat in the building. It was out of order that trip. Who knows how long it's been out of order for, because the place is sketch, but still. So I had to walk with all my clothes, and I thought it was going to take me like 3 hours to do, because that's how long it would take me if I was at home doing it. But instead, it took me like an hour max by the time I finally worked myself out of bed to actually go and do the laundry. And I was very thankful that I did, because otherwise I was going to run out of clothes real quick. Because I brought enough for like one outfit a day, but I was ending up wearing more than one outfit during a day, because like one for the day, one for the night, because why not? I don't know, didn't really think it through, I just wanted to change. But regardless, did the laundry and went back to the hotel, and then it was time to go out, because that afternoon I had booked a 2-hour full body massage and facial, which I've never had that done before, but I really wanted to do it. And then in the evening, I'd also booked a burlesque comedy drag thing ticket night, which was very much up my aisle. So I headed out at like midday, went to another cafe that I had my eye on, Tammy's Sweet, I think it was called. It had such a cute little strawberry shortcake kind of box thing that tasted delicious. And I also decided that despite my absolute distaste for coffee, if I was in Melbourne, I needed to have a coffee at least once. So I got a coffee from there. It was a Vietnamese coffee. I have a recording of me eating and drinking these things and having a taste, so I'll try to put it in, but you can see my reaction of like, oh nope, still tastes like coffee that I dislike. And then like the final sip of like, oh no, actually this isn't bad, but I still don't like coffee, you know. But I didn't want to throw it out, so I kept it with me as I walked. And then I decided to walk like the 20-30 minutes it would take to get to the massage place, because one of my favorite things doing like on a trip is just walking around and exploring. I'd like to be able to go on a side quest and find like little shops that have random things, or like cute little things, or anything. Just it's just like that little bit of fun you don't get at least when I'm on a tram or anything like that, because I don't often look out the windows. At that point, I'm just on my phone waiting till I get to my stop. I'm not looking at anything while I'm driving by. So I did that. I walked around, figured out where the Queen Victoria markets were, which I wanted to go see as well. And there was a couple cute little shops that I stopped by. One of them had like a whole bunch of like Disney World import things, and just like Chromie and like those little characters. Somniary, I think they're called, which I was able to find my sister's birthday present while I was there. My sister is obsessed with Winnie the Pooh, or just likes Winnie the Pooh as a character, so a lot of the presents I get her end up being Winnie the Pooh related. So there was a water bottle that I wanted to get her, that I was carrying around for a little bit, and then went and asked how much it was, because of course it wasn't on the shelf or on the bottle anywhere. $64 for a water bottle that, not a Yeti size water bottle. It's probably like, could probably hold half of the water that this could, and keep it cold for less long. Oh, that was terrible English. But so I was like, I love my sister. Not that much. So there was one other thing that caught my eye in the store, because my sister's also learning to be a teacher. So, one moment please. I got her a Winnie the Pooh. Hold it this way. A Winnie the Pooh little stapler, which I think is adorable. I'm not revealing how much I paid for it, but let's just say it's worth it for her, because she likes using paperwork for her uni and stuff as well at the moment. And when she's a teacher, she'll have to use paper work, I'm assuming then as well. At one point in her career, anyways, I thought it was quite a practical little gift. Again, I'm pretty sure it's like one of the Disney World kind of buys, maybe. I might be lying, but it was less expensive than the water bottle, so I got it. Then I headed to the massage place, and it was good. I think they expected me to know what the fuck was happening, but I did not. So it was kind of like, get in there, strip, lay on the table. And I was like, what? And so I was like, all right, listen. The massage itself was actually kind of nice. It was relaxing. So at one point, this like lady was entirely on top of me, and I was like, what the fuck? Not saying it was bad. I was just like, I don't know, confused. But the facial, that was so nice. And they used the despite it being late in the evening, she asked if I wanted sunscreen, so I said yes. And it felt so nice on my skin as well. And I have trouble with my skin in terms of being really acne prone. And I was like, oh, what do you guys use? Because I wouldn't mind getting like something similar for my skin, because if it's going to be out of like a massage place, I'm assuming that it's probably going to be really acne friendly. And she was like, about all the products they use are Korean stuff. So I was like, yeah, they got pretty good skincare. So I ended up buying this like little ass bottle. I am not revealing on the internet how much this cost me to buy. I'm slightly ashamed, but if it doesn't give me acne, which it hasn't so far, and I actually use it, I call that a win, because I rarely use sunscreen because I hate how it feels on my skin, and I hate breaking out because of it, despite being this pasty ass white child. So we'll see how we go on that part. So then after that appointment, I ended up rushing to the drag show, because I thought it said it started at 7, but the ticket, because I added it to my Google Wallet on my phone, said it started at 6, which was right when my massage appointment ended. But I had like a 10-minute walk between each place to, like, I didn't mind. If it was a 2-hour show, I didn't mind being 10 minutes late to it, you know? So I rushed there, and I get there. Turns out it does actually start at 7. For whatever reason, Google Wallet lied to me. Bitches. So we're sitting there for like an hour, just waiting, got a drink, watched the show, had more drinks. It was so good, but this was also like my first like burlesque kind of situation. So I don't know, I just saw a lot more ass and tits than I was truly expecting to. Not a bad thing. It's just more than I was expecting to. But like the performers were so good. They were like a couple that were just like performing, a couple that like one had a comedy show. I don't know, it was such a cool experience. I would definitely attend again, but of course I do not live there, so if I ever go down there, I'd probably go back to see if they have another one of those shows. But it was like, it was just like a small thing as well, so it was just, I don't know, it was just nice. It only lasted an hour in the end, between 7 and 8. That was fine. And then afterwards I think I got another drink, and there was this one girl who was also attending by herself, I noticed, and I complimented her on her shoes, because she had this pair of loafers that I wanted, to the point while I was waiting for the show to start, I started Googling where I could find and buy them. I don't know if that's creepy or not. I hope it's not. And I talked to her after, and I actually complimented her on the shoes and the shirt, and turns out she was also traveling on her own. Her name was Ash, we'll go with. And my drunken self asked her to go eat food with me. So then for the next couple of days we spent time together, as we both traveled alone but also didn't. So we went to this other cafe that evening. There was a night cafe. Anyways, so I didn't research any of the food that this cafe was going to offer. So, but I assumed it being a night cafe, it was going to have some. Being a cafe, it was going to have some like savory foods, some sweet foods, and that would be chill. I was wrong. Only had sweet foods and drinks, which I don't care either. It's also 7 p.m., like past 8 p.m. So like, why would the fuck would they have savory meals available? And we both got like these croffles, croissant waffles. I don't know, but my god, was it very tasty. I didn't take a picture though, because I was just talking to this person I met, because when I am not sober, I am 10 times more talkative than I am normally. And then while we were talking, I ended up buying a ticket to this, I forget what it's called now. It was just a Shakespeare rock musical kind of performance in the park, in the Botanical Gardens, that she was going to, that was in the gardens, that she was going to attend the next night. And I was like, all right, I'll go. You want company? So maybe I forced her to have my company, maybe I didn't. Who knows? But yeah, so we make plans to see each other the next day and meet up at the park at like 7-ish.